Hello and welcome to another episode of Kia Electric News. In case you missed it this week, I did a video on this week's Kia 2025 EV Day. The only real thing missing from that video was some rough pricing information. I've learned a bit since then from various YouTube coverage. The Kia EV2 is not going to be that cheap. The base model will be more expensive than the Insta. Prices in the range of 25 to 30k, that's in pound sterling, have been discussed. Kia also has no plans to bring the EV2 to the US at the moment. The EV4 will be sold in the US though. As for the Kia PV5 van, the new US 25% tariffs are expected to kill the market, so that imported PBVs may not make it to the US. There is also likely to be a full GT all-wheel drive model of the EV2 and the EV4. According to Derek Riley, Kia EV4 prices will start around 37k, that's in euros, and that probably does not include the VAT. According to Jack Scarlett on the Fully Charged show, the PV5 with a small battery option will be sub £30,000. Also, I must apologise, in the EV Day video it sounds like when I pronounced Kia star map lighting pattern I was saying Kia Starmer lighting. Sorry for that. I only heard it when someone mentioned it in the comments. And also, whilst on the subject of pronunciation, moving forward I will try and pronounce Hyundai correctly like this, Hyun-day, because people keep telling me in the comments, and also Hyun-day made a special video.
Hyun-day, by the way.
First up, some Kia EV3 news. I've seen a report during the week on one of the EV3 Facebook groups on someone successfully using a Dongar 10-pin USB power adapter on the EV3. This is the same adapter that attaches to the mirror electronics in an EV6 or Ioniq 5 or GV60. This saves you having to wire the camera in for power. No pictures were posted, but the owner claimed the internal connector was accessible via the pop-out on the mirror plastics. Can anyone confirm this? Meanwhile, I've had a look at this and there's only one removable panel, as you'll see in this video. Well, the only pop-out I can see on the back of the mirror is this here. So I've bent the mirror down and I've used a trim removal tool to get this off. And there is the 10-pin connector, I believe. So it is easy to do. So that's what you need to do. Car Scoops reports that every Kia EV4 will feature simulated manual shifts, like in the Ioniq 5N, but only the full GT version gets fake rev limiter. They say that according to a source we spoke to with inside knowledge at Kia, every version of the EV4 will come with a simulated manual gear shift, a feature similar to the one found on the Hyundai Ioniq 5N and the recently updated Kia EV6 GT. Kia and its parent company Hyundai have been experimenting with ways to make EVs more engaging for driving enthusiasts, and it looks like the EV4 will be the latest to benefit from the strategy. The simulated manual gear shift system, which first appeared on the Ioniq 5N, allows drivers to shift through virtual gears using paddle shifters, whilst the software adjusts power delivery to mimic the behaviour of an internal combustion engine. While this feature was initially positioned as something only for the Hyundai Kia's most performance-minded cars, Kia has now decided to roll it out across the entire EV4 lineup. That means even base model buyers will be able to experience simulated gear changes, a move that could be aimed at making EVs more familiar to drivers transitioning from combustion-powered cars. However, whilst all EV4s will get this simulated paddle shift tech, only the high-performance EV4 GT that comes later will take it a step further by incorporating the fake rev limiter for an extra dose of driving engagement. The fake rev limiter will simulate the feeling of hitting a red line, requiring drivers to shift gears at the right moment to maintain optimal acceleration. I personally doubt this will be on every trim of EV4. Prove me wrong, Kia. On the subject of the EV4 GT, Hela TV has this week shared the first spy shots of the EV4 GT all-wheel drive sedan with green calipers. So that confirms that the full GT version is coming. I had some personal news this week. On my old Kia EV6, or Elvira as I used to call her. Elvira's new owner Steve Dupe contacted me in the comments of my Say Hello Wave Goodbye video. He was surprised to see my car on there, or his car now as it is. He's a first time EV owner and is very impressed with the car. Also says he could tell it was well looked after. She will be hard to spot though, as as she now has a private number plate. I'd figured that out already because I use Elvira's old number plate to check on the DVLA recall checker for EV6 recalls. It sounds like she's in good hands, Steve, and good luck with her. She's a great car. In the US this week there is a fresh Kia EV9 recall. The US recall number is SC337. This is for US built EV9s only. The description is rear motor and reduction gear drive assembly replacement. Details as follows. This bulletin provides information to replace the rear motor and reduction gear assembly, also referred to as the gear drive unit or GDU, on certain 2025 model year EV9s, or MV1As, which is the code name for the US version, equipped with dual motor all-wheel drive produced from October the 11th 2024 through to December the 19th 2024 at a Kia assembly plant in the US. Due to a supplier welding error, the motor shaft inside the rear GDU may become damaged, resulting in reduced acceleration and loss of motive power, and possible setting of a DTC P0441. Loss of motive power increases the risk of a crash. Follow the procedure outlined in the publication to replace the GDU on the applicable vehicle. Before conducting the procedure, verify the vehicle is included in the list of affected bins. Kia are paying for this under warranty. You may remember from last week that Kia Korea had launched a standard low-cost version of the Kia EV9. I now have a follow-up article to that from Korean car blog giving more details. The new EV9 Standard version comes with a 76.1 kWh battery pack. Designed with urban families in mind, the EV9 Standard model offers a balance of efficiency and affordability. Equipped with a 76.1 kWh battery, it delivers an estimated range of 374 kilometers based on the Korean test cycle on a single charge. The new EV9 Standard model is expected to cost 64.12 million won before government subsidies, equivalent to $44,800 or 42,600 euros. That's probably got to go on top of that though. In the United States, the EV9 lineup starts with the light rear-wheel drive model at an MSRP of $54,900. While specific pricing for the standard model in the US has not been detailed, it's anticipated it to be competitively positioned below the light long-range rear-wheel drive, which is priced at $59,200. KCB also reports that Genesis GV90 Rear Design has been spotted undisguised. KCB says we recently have shared latest spy shots of the Genesis new luxury pure electric SUV, the Genesis GV90. This new flagship of the Genesis brand is based on the new electric EM platform with the 800 volt technology and bears the internal codename of JG1. And now our colleagues at Motor Jason captured a prototype that could have suffered a small hitch whilst being transported. Apparently the rear part of the camouflage wasn't fixed well, and when towed by a truck it revealed part of the rear design thanks to the wind. So how does it compare to the Genesis Neelan concept? Well, it appears to show the distinctive double rear light bars on the back, just like on the concept, but there also appear to be other details not present on the Neelan concept, as you can see. Hyundai Motor Group has launched the Pleos 25 conference to accelerate vehicle software development. Hyundai is actively recruiting participants for its new developer conference, Pleos 25, which we held at COEX Seoul on Friday, March the 28th. The conference aims to accelerate the transition to a software-defined vehicle development system and expand the app ecosystem for Hyundai, Motor, Kia and Genesis vehicles. At the event, the group will unveil Pleos, a new software brand that embodies the group's vision and commitment to providing smart and sustainable mobility solutions and self-managed, fully autonomous transportation infrastructure. Pleos seamlessly connects and integrates data from all movements and devices to create new opportunities. At Pleos 25, the group will introduce the new software brand alongside key technologies essential for software-defined vehicle development, as well as a development environment to third-party apps in next-generation infotainment systems, reinforcing its dedication to building a mobility ecosystem. The group will also present its own software development kits or SDKs and application programming interfaces or APIs regarding vehicle data and app development for next generation infotainment systems. A new open platform providing a development environment which includes SDKs and APIs for developers will be unveiled at Pleos 25. The The group's developers will present their latest updates through technical sessions under the themes of SDV, artificial intelligence and autonomous driving. Participants will learn about the development environment of the vehicle app market and explore the process of developing vehicle apps using SDKs through hands-on programs. Additionally, the group will set up an exhibition space to highlight partnership cases for mobility solutions based on vehicle data and services. Registrations for the Pleos 25 conference are now open. Developers who wish to participate can visit the website here and register. And now some news on the Kia vehicle to grid and vehicle to home plans, which also ties up with the Kia EV4 plans announced on Kia EV Day. Amongst those details released is that the vehicle to grid and vehicle to home support will come via the DC CCS port and will be 10 kilowatts. Kia's press release says this: Kia is enhancing the energy management capabilities of its electric vehicle lineup by launching smart charging and vehicle to home services in select regions of Europe and the United States. This initiative marks the first step in Hyundai's Motor Group's global initiative to advance vehicle to everything or V2X services. Starting in late February, the introduction of smart charging in the Netherlands and vehicle to home emergency backup services in select US states marks the beginning of a phased rollout. These initiatives lay foundation for further integration of such services into Hyundai's Motor Company's EV lineup, as the group works to evolve EVs into energy-efficient connected hubs that go beyond traditional transportation. Kia's smart charging service, which is available to Kia EV customers in the Netherlands, will help EV owners optimise charging costs by leveraging fluctuating electricity rates throughout the day. Sounds like one of the Octopus tariffs. This enables EV owners to save on their electricity bills by charging their vehicles during periods of lower rates. The Kia Smart Charge app, available for free download on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, is compatible with any home charger. It coordinates data from the vehicle and energy supplier to ensure the car is charged at the most cost-effective times. Later this year, Kia will expand its offerings with a vehicle-to-grid service, enabling customers to trade surplus energy by sending power back to the grid. In the US, Kia is introducing its vehicle-to-home service on February 28th in 7 states, including California. The service allows the Kia EV9 to act as an emergency power source during outages, reducing disruptions. Additionally, it enables the vehicle to store energy when electricity rates are low and discharge power back into the home when rates are higher, helping to lower household energy costs. Kia is also committed to expanding its vehicle-to-home service to more regions and vehicles, prioritising key markets and working closely with regulatory bodies. The companies are collaborating with major utilities in California to further extend its vehicle-to-grid program. These initiatives align with the group's broader vision of transforming EVs into essential energy assets, reducing electricity costs for customers and improving energy resilience. As part of Hyundai's Motor Group's global vehicle-to-everything initiative, Kia's new energy services are designed to offer EV owners not only enhanced convenience, but also significant benefits in terms of cost savings and energy management. By expanding the role of our EVs beyond just transportation, we are solidifying Kia's leadership position in the rapidly evolving EV energy sector. Our commitment to integrating innovative solutions such as vehicle-to-home and vehicle-to-grid ensures that Kia is at the forefront of this transition, creating a more sustainable and connected future for our customers. There's a couple of notes. Wallbox Quasar 2 charger is required for the vehicle-to-home service, which I think I've mentioned before, as well as a Wallbox power recovery unit for backup power functionality. I don't even know if they're available in the EU or the UK yet. The 7 states mentioned are California, Washington, New York, Florida, Texas, New Jersey and Illinois. Just a quick update on the promised Kia February Maps update. This has still not been released as of today, the 28th of February, which is the last day of February. The US Map and Soft site still says February, late February, but Q1 release date has been mentioned in the EU Kia app, where if you pay for over-the-air updates, you get messages, and when you renew and you get the message saying it's coming in this quarter. So I guess that means March then. I had some kind of late-breaking news from last night. Someone posted a link on one of the EV3 Facebook groups to a German language site which appears to be the release notes for the forthcoming Maps and Infotainment update. This update is dated March the 28th, 2025, so it's not even out yet. So I've translated these notes into English, and it just seems to be for the CCNC head units and the enhancements. Doesn't mention Gen 5W, the EV6 or the Kona or the Nero EV or anything. So I'm not saying this is the final version that we will get. The update was due to come before the end of February according to the US Maps and Soft website. But it's March the 1st and it's not here. And the other rumour I'd heard was that Kia in the EU had said it was coming in Q1 of this year. So this ties up with the end of March now. So that's when I think the new date is. Now, I don't know if the EV6 and the Nero EV will get the updates for the journey planner which are in this update, but I hope they do. Anyway, I'll just go with for the changes. So it calls them novelties, which must be changes. Adjust the desired minimum charge level on arrival at a charging station or destination. Switch to the EV route planner and activate minimum charge level on arrival at charging station and minimum charge level on arrival at destination to use this. You can also change EV related settings using the shortcut on the navigation screen. So this is CCNC, and it gives an example on the screen with a couple of sliders, which is a thing that people had asked for on the EV6 version and of the planner on the Gen 5W head units. A new feature in the EV route planner on the map split screen makes travel planning even more comfortable. Get useful information such as arrival time and remaining charge level, suggested charging stations, waypoints, destinations in the split screen. So that's a new pop-up on the CCNC for that. The new EV route planner screen can be opened by swiping up from the bottom of the screen on the map split screen. You can customize the layout in the layout settings. And another new feature, this was mentioned in the Kia Connect terms and conditions, which I did a video on, I think it was the end of December. Receive warnings for emergency vehicles. This service issues a warning when an emergency vehicle is nearby. A warning is displayed if an emergency vehicle is within a radius of 500 meters of your vehicle. The warning indicates the location and direction of the emergency vehicle. The warning automatically disappears after 1 minute or when the emergency vehicle is out of range. Feature is enabled by default, but it can be deactivated in vehicle settings. You can now use speech recognition to turn off the audible speed limit warnings. So if you press the speech button, buttons say turn on audible speed limit alert or turn off audible speed limit warning. Good feature. You can turn CCS services on or off. I don't know if it's connected car services. So that's a bunch of buttons you can turn off, on and off. They've improved the media screen. A media icon has been added. You can switch to the media screen by pressing media widget during audio or video playback. Whilst using an audio app, switch back to the media screen by pressing the media home icon, which is permanently displayed on the far left of the tab at the bottom of the screen. The media screen now has a set order instead of sorting by recent use. You can arrange the icons by drag and drop as you like, and I used to from the start screen. The tab at the bottom of the screen shows the recently used app icons. The media screen has been redesigned to display app-specific menus instead of apps by category. Also, look forward to various content in your entertainment. Large apps like Netflix and YouTube. Supported apps may vary by country. In the future, various content is planned that can be downloaded via App Store. These services are available after subscribing to Entertainment Plus in the Kia Connect store. Now, we saw some examples of the pricing last week that came from a Facebook page of someone who got it in Europe already. This feature is available for vehicles with CCNC infotainment and the Value Connected Services subscription. Watch YouTube in your vehicle. Select YouTube on the vehicle's home screen or on the media screen. Subscription to Entertainment Standard or Entertainment Plus is required. Applicable vehicle EV3, so that's an EV3 only feature, and it's also CCNC. Wi-Fi hotspot functionality has been added. Now, that was pointed out in the Entertainment Plus package figures that I saw last week. Connect devices to your vehicle's network using Wi-Fi hotspots. Applicable to the EV3. The feature is only available on CCNC. And that's all the updates I can find. So as I said, not sure if those features of the route planner are coming to the old head units, but we're going to find out, I guess, March 28th. if this is the correct date and this is real, but it is on Kia or Hyundai's servers. And just after I recorded this news update, breaking news episode part, Grant Randall in the comments sent me a link in English with a registration date of the 4th of March 25. So does this mean that the update's coming out next week on Tuesday? We shall see. I have a small bit of breaking news. On Friday night, someone called Damien Hurl contacted me on the EV6 Facebook group. He says, I've been to my local Kia dealer today to speak to them about what I should do as my PCP is up next month. I think he's got a GT at the moment, an EV6 GT. And they told me that they've been told by Kia UK that the GT isn't coming out till next year now. So I kind of suspected this because there wasn't a UK press release, whereas there was an EU press release. So he went a couple of 100 yards down the road and ordered an Ioniq 5N. Getting it in March before the new tax laws come in. So good for him, I say. Kia Corporation has announced that it has entered into a strategic partnership with Samsung Electronics to introduce next generation Internet of Things solutions for its platform beyond vehicles, or PBVs offerings, vans. Two companies signed a memorandum of understanding during Kia's 2025 EV Day in Spain, marking a significant step towards redefining both the in-vehicle and out-of-vehicle experience for PBV customers. Kia will integrate Samsung's IoT platform SmartThings Pro into the PBVs, enabling wireless control of connected devices and technologies through a plug-and-play service. This solution allows business customers to integrate and manage IoT-enabled appliances without complex installations, simply by attaching a smart connector. By integrating SmartThings Pro into its PBVs, Kia is enabling automated connectivity between vehicles and business spaces. This integration allows business-to-business customers to configure business routines, activating the appropriate routine based on the destination entered into the PBV's in-vehicle infotainment system. This allows for seamless and secure management and monitoring of external business operations, even while on the road. For instance, when a small bakery owner set a nearby wholesale market as the destination of the pre-programmed business routine, it will activate an integration for an ingredient purchase mode, and the vehicle's internal refrigeration system will be automatically adjusted to ensure the ingredients remain fresh during the trip. Once the ingredients are purchased and the store is set as destination, commute mode will activate. This allows the owners to prepare the store before arriving by turning on the air conditioning, signage and other equipment. So it's like battery preconditioning, but with a fridge in this case. They can also receive a task list intelligently, such as checking inventory and replacing filters, enabling them to prepare the store for operation without staff. Further examples of the technology's functionality include an unmanned operation mode, which hospitality venues can use to remotely handle check-ins and check-outs, unlock room doors, control devices and optimize climate control settings for hotels, I guess. Even while driving, owners can monitor the interior and exterior of the rooms through the IVI, that's the touchscreen interface thing, and check guest reservation information to perform remote check-ins and check-outs. SmartThings Pro will utilise AI-driven pattern recognition to recommend and refine automated business routines, while PBV owners will be able to monitor and control these features directly through the vehicle's infotainment system or through a tablet device. The two companies will first launch pilot services for small business owners and self-employed customers as part of the partnership. And finally this week, Hyundai Mobis put out this teaser for noise cancelling tech on its YouTube channel. There's no press release, but this is what it says on the video in subtitles. Noise cancelling headphones for your car. The noise cancelling market is estimated to reach $45 billion by 2031. But why stop at headphones? Now imagine that same technology but built directly into your car. The active road noise cancellation emits sound waves that counter incoming noise. Commutes just got quieter, drives just got better. So, looks like a good technology that. That's all for this week. As usual, links to all stories can be found in the show notes in the video description. You just need to expand the video description in the YouTube app. A big thank you to all the likes, subscribes and comments this week. And a big welcome to my new channel members, Morgan Murray and John Street. Also a big shout out to all of my channel members for your invaluable support. Thank you for watching.